Alright, what's up YouTube? It is JJ Still Got It here, and welcome to another video. Feels weird saying that after a month and a half absence, but welcome to the NASCAR NR2003 YouTube League Championship. I think that's something about what I called it. But here we go. 27 or 26 NASCAR Gen 7 engines ready to rip around Daytona International Speedway. On the front row, you see Ryan Blaney and Ryan Preece, along with 24 other drivers behind them. We are getting ready to get started here. I'm also joined in the booth today by I'm a 24 Byron fan and Adam the Alex Bowman fan. Let's get ready to rumble from Daytona International Speedway. 30 laps here today. Should be exciting as the pace car rolls off into the pit lane off of turn number 4. Here we go, coming through the tri-oval and into the gas they go. We are green. The season has begun in the NASCAR YouTube Team Championship as Ryan Blaney fires off side by side with Ryan Preece. A really good start for that outside lane there. Usually you see them falling back. As Chase Briscoe's already going to peek out to the outside, that is going to hurt the outside lane's run. Ryan Blaney and Ryan Preece still side by side, the 60 trying to salvage some side draft, but he is going to fall backwards. Great support from Michael McDowell to the back of that number 12 car, but he is going to slide up to the top lane, and now Ty Gibbs is going to take his shot at the race lead on the bottom of the racetrack, but he's got some work to do. And I think the 71 of Michael McDowell, who is all over the door of that 60 car, heavy side drafting. Oh my goodness, going to make some contact on the door, barely going to be able to slide up in front of the 54. Can't make enemies this early at Daytona, so these guys got to lay off each other's doors, get organized, find your buddies, and take off from there. But already 3 wide, several rows deep here from Daytona. Little contact there.
Very. We're at 4 rows deep, 3 wide, as we still see some. What was battle for the lead, actually? Michael McDowell shoots to the inside of Ryan Blaney as punches 3 wide. Man, really competitive racing at the moment. And Bubba Wallace must have thought I had a problem. Might have had a problem on lap number 1 as Chastain and Logano in the back seemed like they were dooring each other right there. It seemed like they're going to be able to. Oh my goodness. But mostly getting double file now as we still see some stranglers in that top lane.
Ryan Blaney taking the race, and here comes Stenosaurus with help Chris Buescher. Chase Ellis right behind them 3. We are Stenosaurus going to lead lap number 3. Chris Buescher trying to looking for a move.
The main story at the front of this field is Chris Buescher in that number 17, but Ty Gibbs, just like we said before, he shoots down to the bottom trying to get as much track position as possible. I don't like that squeeze in there in turn number 3. Oh, trouble! Kyle Larson around, big impacts into the wall. Alex Bowman is in this, Eric Jones, Jimmy Johnson is there. Man, 5 good race cars there, taken out, and Bubba Wallace almost sideswipes the 19 of Briscoe. Looking at your replay here down the back straightaway, watch the 24 William Byron. I thought it was Bowman, but it was the other white car as they come down the racetrack straight into the path of the 77 Hocevar. Big impact into the wall for the 19 and 84 specifically. Those guys are going to have trouble repairing that damage, but you see all those guys sliding down the bank and contact afterwards between the 19 and 43. Not sure how much damage the 77 Hocevar has also involved in that incident, but nowhere that he could go. They came straight across his nose. Alright, just a few updates for you guys as we return to the live broadcast. The number 23 of Bubba Wallace, we saw him on the apron at the beginning stages of the race. We were wondering what happened to him. The number 23, just as we were about to get going, had to pull that car into pit road for some sort of mechanical issue. I believe it was a lack of water pressure. They had to go under the hood and look at it, but very fortunately, only went 1 lap down, and they are not only meeting minimum speed, but they are also matching the speed of the leaders in the draft. So the number 23 of Bubba Wallace definitely bailed out by this yellow, did not get trapped in the hole of 2 laps down or more. So, but here we go, pace car rolls off into the pit lane, and we are getting ready to go green. Chris Buescher, Ty Gibbs, Chase Elliott, AJ Allmendinger, and Brad Keselowski, your top 5. Green flag, and you can see the speed of that 43 car is lacking, along with the 23. We'll have to see how he manages here, but there are a lot more cars on that outside than the inside as they come down into turn number 1. Chris Buescher holds on to the lead, and just as I presumed, the 23 of Bubba Wallace is going to have a good chance of getting his lap back, but something that is surprising me, That 43 of Eric Jones, who definitely got some significant nose damage from that last accident, that car also looks solid in the draft. They have a chance of getting a lap back, and they are still in this thing, much to my shock, as we cross 1/3 of the way through this race.
Already on almost 3 wide right there, but they were able to keep it 2 wide as Chris Buescher is leading this field, and the 2 lap cars right behind him. So he kind of has a gap between himself and second placer, Brad Keselowski. Yeah, his teammates up here into second, and then Bell pushing in. They're going to try to look to the inside of Eric Jones.
Oh, man, the lap cars are really squeezing each other here. Not a great idea. Ty Gibbs and Chastain nearly banged doors as well. That 54 going to go straight to the back and in a hurry as we see some, Bubba Wallace also gets shuffled out. But Eric Jones, still that second car in line. He no longer has to worry about the 23. That only car he needs to pass is that 17.
3 wide. It's starting to get action-packed here at Daytona now. As Christopher Bell right behind him, running second place, getting help from Austin Cindric.
Oh my goodness gracious, what a move.
Jolt right there from Bell and Cindric. They might go 3 wide for the lead. At least give each other some space. Oh man, here comes Blaney getting help with Tyler Reddick. Look at the run they have. Blaney, but now he's hooked up with his teammate Austin Cindric. We're going to have to watch those two and see how long they can stay up here while working with each other.
It is the 2 Penske cars of Austin Cindric and Ryan Blaney up front, with the 45 of Tyler Reddick in behind him. The 12 is going to make a move to the inside of his teammate, which is definitely an interesting move. I thought they would have stuck together. The 24 of William Byron is there on the bottom, and they come through turn number 3. Trouble in the back! And 3 cars up into the wall. Ryan Preece, Ty Gibbs, and Jimmy Johnson for the second time today. It has been a rough run at the high banks of Daytona for that 84 of Jimmy Johnson. 3 cars up against the outside wall in the back half of the field. Let's take a look at it. Here we go with your replay, everybody. Keep your eye on the 84 of Jimmy Johnson and the 60 of Ryan Preece. That's where your wreck starts here. Going down into turn number 3, the 84 squeezes the 60 a little bit, but in the middle of the corner, I think he thought the 23 was closer than he actually was and came straight across the 84's nose, pushed him below the apron. He spun off the 84's nose, and Ty Gibbs, with nowhere to go, gets clobbered and takes out another few good race cars. Jimmy Johnson, that car was already not in great shape, and then he catches up in the draft and gets taken out again. So it's been a rough run for that 84 Jimmy Johnson. As we come back to the restart here from Daytona, the only major headline, the number 12 of Ryan Blaney, I believe was the leader as they were approaching pit lane, and he came in, and to his surprise and his crew's surprise, no one behind him came in. So poor strategy call out of the number 12. He's got some ground to make up here. Devastating news for all the Team Blaney members, but here we go back to the restart zone. The 43 and 23 still are your only 2 1 lap down. Everyone's still in the race, surprisingly. Byron, Cindric, Hamlin, Reddick, and Barry is your top 5. I'm a 48. Take it away.
Here we go. We're going to come back to the green, and here we go. Green flag is back out. We are back racing here at Daytona. As Denny Hamlin shooting to the inside to work with his driver of Bubba Wallace, but Bubba Wallace shoots to the inside of Eric Jones. That's already going to force 3 wide between 2 lap cars and the race leader, William Byron. Cindric trying to work with Byron, make something work in that top lane, but he's going to shoot to the middle lane,
all 3
realizing that it's not working.
Organization cars lined up on the bottom here. This is looking good for Bubba Wallace to get his lap back here.
Yeah, I think Hamlin might let him. Reddick shoots to the inside. Jones and Hamlin really close together.
Oh my goodness, he crowded him upside down! Denny Hamlin!
Oh, Reddick!
Into the wall, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, Carson Hocevar, and Denny Hamlin.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, we need to take a look at what the heck happened here. Denny Hamlin, yeah, that is not a good look for the number 11 there. Straight up the racetrack. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that car stayed on its wheels. That could have been so much worse, and I'm surprised that 11 car kept going, but...
And then what happened to Blaney? Because he wrecked in turn 4, and then Hocevar just...
Yeah, you see him there, middle of your screen, big impact.
Gosh.
Coming back to the restart here, everybody, we will still have 8 laps of racing to go, even though we've still had several wrecks here. Early on, even though we've had quite a few wrecks, I don't know if I'd classify that last one as the big one, even though we did see a car almost go upside down. But we haven't seen one that's involved almost the whole field yet. But a consistent driver all day long has been that number 2 of Austin Cindric. He is definitely one of the favorites to win now that pretty much everyone around him has crashed. The 12 of Blaney, the 24 of Byron, the 11, 43, 45. So many good cars that were around him and battling for the lead, mind you, taken out. So Cindric was one of the very few fortunate to make it through. Him, Bowman, Barry, Larson, and Gregson are your top 5. Adam, take it away.
Okay. We see Austin, Cindric, Bowman, Barry, Larson. No, here we go. Coming to the green flag. Green flag. Back up the gears we go. We see Josh Barry moving to the bottom. Passing Alice Bowman. Roll work. Cindric went to the bottom. The Larsons just went to the bottom. Tried to get back in line. Doing wide. No, it's trying to make it doing wide.
Oh gosh, now the Hendrick boys are going to hang doors on each other. My goodness gracious. And here we go. Cindric and Barry top 2. A lot of the good Penske players here have been taken out of the races. Bubba Wallace in the back there with Chase Briscoe very aggressive. Now that he's on the lead lap, he is trying to make up for lost time and get up to the front, as he is one of the few Toyotas left in one piece. It has not been a great showing for them, but Noah Gragson down on the inside trying to get some help from literally anybody, as he's going to squeeze the 17 a little bit. Oh my goodness. They got a little bit too close there, but Alex Bowman in the 48 started second on the restart, and he is all the way almost back outside of the top 10. So you saw him get a bit of a better launch than the 2 of Austin Cindric, but he's been falling back ever since on that outside lane. 4 laps to go. It is crunch time. We see a lot of Fords up here, as Clint Boyer said, a lot of dancing partners. Austin Cindric, Josh Barry, Chris Buescher, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, just to name a few. But these guys have to get organized, and it looks like they have, as I'm surprised Allmendinger did not go in line with his Chevy Alliance teammate of Michael McDowell, as there goes the 99 of Suarez to the inside lane. These guys just trying to get organized, but I don't know if they're going to break up this Penske bunch. They are looking real solid there at the front of this field. Has just come to 3 laps to go here from Daytona. Laps are winding down. If the yellow flag comes out, this race is over.
And Joey Logano for Penske is also working himself through this field, so we're going to see a lot of Penske cars up here, as we already see them 1, 2, and Logano trying to get up into the top 5. As we see Chris Buescher. I don't know if Barry's going to make that move, though, for the race lead.
Allmendinger's gone.
Oh, Suarez and Buescher, they're trying to make the move, but Suarez makes it 3 wide.
I don't know if he's going to be able to get to the inside there. Watch Buescher and Barry.
3 wide. That's going to break the Penske guys up.
Yeah, Barry's gone all the way to the outside. That's not good.
Oh, my goodness. Here comes Kyle Busch.
We haven't talked about KB at all. Wow.
My goodness, and here he is up in the top 5 all of a sudden.
And how about Bubba Wallace? Start his lap back, and here he comes.
Started this race a lap down, and he's going for a top 5 finish. That is a crazy rebound story.
Doing wide, no Grayson, make it doing wide. Holy cow. Goodness. Yeah, we have not talking about Kyle Busch. 2 laps to go, coming
Suarez
to the
makes
wide.
Grayson and Suarez to the bottom.
Moved to make the move too.
Cindric! Oh my goodness, Cindric leaves the bottom open!
Coming to the light.
And run twice now. Daniel Suarez, Joey Logano, or Josh, or Noah Gragson. Or Chase Elliott's up there.
Here we go, white flag.
What a show it has been so far. The Penske bunch had such a solid restart, but Josh Berry's fallen all the way to the back of the order. We'll have to see if they get grouped up here. Joey Logano's got the inside lane. He's going to try and go for it. He's got the fellow Ford of Noah Gragson in behind him. Chris Buescher up to the outside lane. He's gone. Chase Elliott third in that bottom lane. We have not talked about the 9 car at all today. He is going to try and make something happen. Chase Briscoe in the number 19 had a bad exit off of turn number 2. They are door to door. I think we're setting up for a photo finish here, everybody. 3 wide in the mid-pack, but we are coming to this checkered flag. Does Noah Gragson have anything in that number 4? There's Ty Gibbs in the 54, a slow car!
Oh, he's gonna block him!
No! Daniel Suarez just won the race because of a slow car.
Oh, Logano's not gonna be happy.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
All right, here we go, coming to the flag. This is Ty Gibbs. You see the field behind him. I do not know why he did not pull onto the apron or something. Just held his line.
Wow.
And that's going to cost Joey Logano a trip to victory lane.
And you can see Gibbs block him after the line too. So
There
I
might have
don't
been
know
something that happened between the 54 and 22 that we didn't see, but regardless, that's unacceptable. And NASCAR officials are going to have quite a few meetings to schedule on Monday with the 54 and his crew. Ty Gibbs, as we know, earlier in the race got involved in a wreck with Ryan Preece and Jimmy Johnson. Regardless if the 22 and 54 had on-race or on-track altercations or not, they sent the 54 back out. He was barely meeting minimum pace. Whenever you saw him block the 22 there, his speed was 171 miles an hour compared to almost the 200 of Logano. So it was the safe choice of Logano to check up, but it cost him a win, and it's going to officially score him in the 3rd position. Man, who would have saw that coming? As Darrell Waltrip in 2003 Darlington said, "Have you ever? No, I've never." These are the guys from the booth. JJ still got it. I'm a 24 Byron fan, and Adam the Alex Bowman fan. Signing off. Thanks for joining us, gents.